Hey guys, welcome back. In our last video, we have seen how we can tackle an NA error. But suppose instead of NA error, I get a name error as we have seen here. I could get a value error or any type of error that could be available in Excel. How do I tackle that? For that, uh, you have the function called if error. Yeah. Now what if error function does, it returns a value you specify as a formula. Yeah. And if that formula is evaluated to any kind of error, either it could be value error, it could be NA error, it could be reference error or division error, num error, name error or null error, any kind of error that you have. So these are various type of errors that you can find in Excel. Yeah, these are the various types of errors that you can find in Excel. If any of this type of errors comes or is encountered in your function, then it will run the second argument. So what it is like an if NA error, if NA function, which we have seen earlier. Instead of if NA, we have NA would replace with if error. Yeah. And value, if the error occurs, will be taken from the second argument, that is this. So if your first value or the argument evaluates to any kind of error, which I have shown on the cell below, it will evaluate the function or the text or any kind of reference that you are given in the value if error. Yeah, let's try to execute the same NA error first. So whether it gives me the same output of 1400 summing up all the say expenses. Yes, it gives me the same error. But when we checked on the name error, it didn't evaluate to the text that we have asked to display. But let's see if using if error, it is able to display the text. So I'll change this to if error. Yeah. So it gives me the text which is available in my second argument. Yeah. Since it has encountered a name error. So this function has encountered a name error. Hence, it went on to the second argument and displayed the text that is available since the error occurred. Yeah. Same way, if I do not have anything within this text, I just keep it blank, it will give me a 0. Yeah. So it will evaluate that particular value to a null value, and hence replaces it with a 0. Yeah. So if error can evaluate any kind of error encountered by a function within Excel, and then it will execute the second argument which is available within the function, thus giving you an option which the Excel function can execute in terms of uh, replacing that error, and later on I could filter out those values within the errors, values which has encountered as an error, and fix them. Yeah, or I can execute another function if the value is an error for a particular function which is available in the first argument. Yeah. So if my first argument evaluates to an error, the second argument would be executed. And if I have a value error here as well, I can have a nested if error statements. Yeah, that's an advanced function. I'll not get into it because we are trying to understand the concepts of if error first, and then probably in our advanced videos, we'll check on having nested functions which could be evaluated into some kind of text or values. Yeah. So conceptually, hope I was able to make the things clear that if error is a very good function which could be a help to you when any kind of error occurs in a function and you would like to highlight them or execute another function instead of the one which had an error. Hope I was able to make the concepts clear. Hope you like this video. Do like it, share it across with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Comment if you want me to cover any topics in this 365 days of Excel journey. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel because that's how you're going to get all the notifications of my future videos. Thank you so much.